Alrighty, well, today it's kind of gloomy out, but it's actually not too terribly cold. I'm in just a coat, so probably gonna go work out a short section of fence line today while the weather's still on our side. Weather's supposed to be halfway decent most of the week and then kind of take a shit next weekend, so I'd like to do as much cutting as I can this week, although working nights, my options are kind of limited because you run out of daylight kind of quick by the time you wake up and get around in the afternoon. So do what we can, but there's a small section I know I can get done today, so we're gonna work on that. So let this old girl warm up. Put some fuel in it, grab the bucket, grab the chipper, grab the saws, and go from there. So we'll probably see you down at the field. Alright, well, down here on the muck, obviously. The fence line down there on Grandma's property is going to be a little bit bigger project, but this one, all I got to do is I got that tree there, needs some limbs knocked off of it. There's a limb right here that's actually fallen off. And then I think that tree is just going to go away. Because when I paid the rent on this piece, I told them I'd like to clean this fence row back here if they'd let me. And she basically said, do whatever you want. Make it go away. Which I think making it go away is a little excessive because some of them trees are kind of big. We can definitely, I mean, if I clean that up and knock these limbs off, I can farm probably clear back to here and then straighten these end rows out a fair bit. So, and if nothing else, I'd keep the shit from getting into the combine when I'm out here. But I got, you know, like I say, I got limbs to knock off of this tree, that tree go away, clean that up, clean this tree up. Actually, that little thing, it might just be nice to get rid of it too. But we'll see how, it's kind of big down there at the trunk. That might just get limbed up. It actually looks like two trees grown together. And there's some shit in here that doesn't look like it's going to be fun to dig out, so some of this stuff I'm gonna chip because there isn't really enough here to build a pile. Down there, I don't know how well you can see it, where that big tree is right there on the corner, there is actually a monster, I mean big limb that could be a tree itself laying there on the ground. I'm gonna chunk that up and start a pile, and everything that I cut down there is gonna get thrown on there and I'll just burn it because it'll be faster than chipping all of it. But like I say, this little short section here, we're only like talking 30 yards of fence line and it's not even full of trees, so it's just easier to come down here and chip it, and when you drive away you're done. There's no babysitting the brush pile, no burning, no nothing. It's just magically gone in a little pile of chips that you work in, and it's gone by the next year or so. But that one is small enough, and trees down here tend to be shallow rooted enough because the water table's so high. I think what I'm going to try here is get the shit out of the loader bucket real quick and lean on that with the 16 and see if I can't push it out so I don't have a stump to deal with. Of course, I don't know, that's pretty big. Well, we'll lean on it and see if it'll move, and if it won't, we'll limb it up. If it will, we'll push it out and cut it up and chip what I can and throw the rest in a pile somewhere. So actually anything I can't chip, I'll probably just pile somewhere I can get to it with a grapple, and when I build that burn pile down there, I can buzz down here and grab it with the tractor and haul it down there and burn it. So anyway, I guess might as well get started here.
Gotta be careful not to spin because I don't want to get stuck.
Sometimes you're better off to admit defeat rather than fuck something up. So, what I think I might do, because eventually, damn it, it's hard to do this with gloves. Eventually, I'm probably gonna end up, I don't know if it'll happen this year, just because of time constraints. But eventually, I want to bring the Mini down here to do some cleaning down there, maybe when we get the grapple on it. So I think what I might do here is cut this thing off high, like right here. So A, it gets all the limbs out of the way. B, the stump is still tall enough you can see it, so I won't hook it with any tools. And that'll get it tall enough that when I come down here with the Mini, because it looks like the way it's growing, but the vast majority of the roots are going over here. So if you can leave it tall enough to hook it with a bucket, if there's not much of a root system over here, you might actually be able to hook it and pull it this way. Which, if there wasn't a damn ditch there, I'd go around the backside and try to push on it. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna die with a saw. Probably ought to back the tractor up. That one's gonna be a little tall. I'll pull it ahead. Well, making some decent headway, but I was just here filling the saw up. Actually, I'm switching saws. I was using my 391. Now I'm going to the Mini Boss, but I just wanted to take a minute because while I was filling that saw up, just take a minute to appreciate how dead silent it is down here when the wind is not blowing. It is just listen to the nothing for a minute. It's kind of gives you a little bit of an eerie feeling. Like the highway's right there and you can't even hear the highway from here. It's really just kind of makes you feel like there ain't nobody else around. too bad for getting started late. Had to get groceries this morning and service my big saw, so it took me a while to get out here, but got a pile there to get with the grapple, a pile there, and a little pile there. But seeing how before my last row of corn was right here, and now technically I can farm clear back to here. I gained 15 foot. And there's still 2 limbs back there in the corner I need to get knocked down, but I'm pretty sure they're covered in poison oak, and I don't fuck with that. So when I come down here with a grapple, I'll grab a hold of them with a tractor and hopefully just rip them off of the tree, because I ain't getting into none of that. But anyhow, like I say, it takes a little bit longer, a little more work to chip it than it does just to throw it in a pile and burn it. But when you're done, this is what you got left. There's no coming back to tend to fire. There's no leaving a tractor down here. You just load up and drive away and it's done. So anyway, I'm getting kind of thirsty and I'm really hungry, and I could use a nap before I gotta leave for work, so I think it's time to load up and giddy the hell out of here. So I got some more fence row cleaning to do, and fence row cleaning can get very boring and redundant, because every time it's, hey, we got this here row of trees, we're gonna trim them up and be done with it. So I guess I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to see more. If you don't, I won't bother making them. If you do, I'll bring the camera along. So just let me know what you think, and that's it for this one, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.